This is how he slapped me. Trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. If little girls messing around with older men is not your type of little shit, go ahead and have a nice girl. This is sour cream and hot sauce. All right, so this is a story of how the first time I got slapped by a nigga and how I never let another nigga put his hands in my motherfucking face ever motherfucking
Be just like this the whole motherfucking time, not saying a motherfucking thing.
You can probably get my back. I'll even pull the sleeve down for the shoulder. But a nigga would not touch my motherfucking face again. I was 11. He was 17. I met him through my cousin, who was talking to his older cousin, and she kept telling him, nigga, she's 11. Mind you, this is all over the phone. I didn't meet him in person until I was 16. The sour cream with the hot sauce, y'all.
That's my shit right there.
Every time me and my cousin got into it, she would tell him, nigga, she's 11, she's 11. I would just be like, no, she's lying, she's lying. And he would just be like, oh, I don't believe her, yada, 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 right? This situationship lasted from me being 11 to me being 18. I'm gonna get to the slap, but the gist of our relationship was talking over the phone. Like 2 years out of the whole situation, the communication was like lost, but we kept finding our way to each other. Although I lied to him about my age, he knew my age. It was something we just didn't talk about. And it's something that, oh, if you bring it up, bitch, like we're done type shit. So you just don't bring it up and we gonna act like it's not what it is type shit. So when I was 16, I met him in person. We had our little relationship, blah, blah, blah. The reason why he slapped me was because I was talking hella shit. Mind you, I'm hella young. I'm talking hella shit. I never brung up my age because I knew he would basically be done with me for brung up my age. So we just never talked about it. He knew. When I was 12 years old, my cousin kept snitching on me to him. I kept saying like, well, what, I said, what if I am 12? His exact words was, I'll pray. And I said, pray about what? He says, pray you won't tell on me. Could you believe that?
Can you believe we don't have a jacuzzi?
He wasn't allowed to call me. I'm like, I will only call you when I will be at school. We was able to talk on the phone. That nigga knew, bro. We just didn't talk about it type shit. So he slapped me because I told him I'm 17. He slapped me at the time I was 17. Mind you, this situation actually leaves me in the mental hospital, but that's a whole nother story what I gotta talk about. And I say something along the line of, that's why I'm 17. When I say he slapped the dog shit out of me so hard on my right, bitch felt it on her left.
Oh my God!
That was the worst shit ever. Like, I'll never let a nigga hit me in my fucking face. Like, that'll never happen. So many stories I can say about him. Like, if you have any questions, just let me know. Like, the mental hospital story, that's a good one. I gotta say that one next.
Ordered Dave's hot chicken. I'm gonna tell you guys about the 2 times I was broken into living alone at 21. First bite. I worked 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. and I would get home at 3 a.m. because I didn't work in the city that I lived in. When you wanted a different shift, you just asked someone to switch a shift with them and then let the manager know. My friend worked 12 to 8 p.m. and one day I asked him to switch shifts with him. And it was a Thursday. And we were really busy this Thursday, so they asked me to stay after until 9 or 10 o'clock. When I worked, I would pick up any shift I could and stay after whenever I could. I really liked helping my manager. I stayed after that day. I probably got home around 10:30 or 11. As I'm pulling up to my driveway, the garage is wide open, you guys. I lived alone with my 2 cats, so I was freaking out, and I pulled up. I just see everything scattered. It Immediately called my friend and I checked my indoor cameras to make sure everything was okay. I didn't get any notifications, and I also had outdoor cameras, so I didn't get any notifications at all while I was at work. I would wear an Apple Watch when I was working, so I always got notified when something was happening at my house. I had my friend come and we just checked everything and made sure nobody was in my house or hiding in the bushes in my yard. Nothing was missing out of my garage. Thankfully, I had nothing of value in there. I had clothes and that's it. I had just kind of moved in, but that was the first time. I figured somebody probably saw me living alone, or like saw the schedule I was on and knew when I was gone. The second time was the freakiest time. I was on my way to work and I was gonna film a video that day. I went to a little taco shop. I called ahead while I was driving. After I park, I go inside, I pay, I'm waiting for my food, and I'm starting to get notified on my cameras. I had just left, you guys. I left probably 5 to 10 minutes ago. And I started to get notified on my cameras that there's motion in my front left or front right, I can't remember. I check because I see a little person right there. There's like somebody wearing a flannel or something, and it looks like a man. I think I have pictures, so I'm gonna try to find them. And I have to leave to make it to work in the next 10 minutes or I'm going to be late to my shift. So I call my manager and I say, hey, there's somebody at my house and I don't know who they are. And I was crying. And he said, okay, have somebody meet you there that owns something to defend themselves with. I like call people frantically. Somebody ends up meeting me there. My friend goes and talks to the person. It ended up being like a homeless lady who was like trying to use my stuff. And so I get out of my car. I have a lot of clothes in my garage again. I put as many clothes as I could together for her. I gave them to her. I had a little foldable chair outside. I gave that to her and she took it along in her little shopping cart. And I probably shouldn't have been that nice to her. Probably 2 weeks later, I was done working at this time. I ended up in the psych ward, you guys. If you guys want that story, let me know. I was on medical leave. I wasn't even home. I checked my cameras, guys. The same person is outside peeking through my windows. If someone's trying to break into your house and use your stuff, don't be nice and give them your stuff like me, because that was an idiot move. My nail appointment got changed, you guys, so I'll bring you guys to that. I have so many more stories. When I hear them, let me know.
So in my life, I actually got jumped twice before. Once in middle school, once in high school. I'm gonna tell you about the time that happened in middle school. And both of the times I got jumped, it wasn't even my fight. I be so thirsty, for real, like that ass. So the first time I got jumped is because my sister, she wanted to post on Facebook that she was bisexual. Now this was back when being bisexual wasn't as cool as it is now. Like, right, motherfuckers used to beat you up for being bisexual, like for real, bro. Except for they ain't beat my sister up. So yeah, my sister wanted to post on her Facebook that she was bisexual, and we had 3 friends. They was sisters, and they just wasn't fucking with it, for real. Like, they just ain't want to be associated with it, and they wanted they ones, period. Imagine wanting your ones because somebody gay. Me personally, I think everybody in the world bisexual, but anyways. So yeah, she had wanted her ones because she wasn't messing with that bisexual stuff. So school had went on during the day. Like, I didn't really see my sister during the day at school. Like, we just rode the bus and stuff together. So when we got on the bus going home, she like, girl, let's your shoes up. We finna fight. I'm like, what happened? What happened? Mine. All the context I'm giving you is the only context that I had. When we put up to the bus stop, everybody got off the bus. We had the first bus stop. They had like the 3rd bus stop. But everybody got off on the first bus stop. And I'm like, oh, this shit for real. Like, we finna get it cracking. So everybody get off. My sister and that girl immediately started going at it, okay? Her second sister jumped in. So now I gotta jump in, period. Then the 3rd sister jumped in. Girl, but I will say this is the only time that I got jumped and I actually won. Like, you ever see a fight and somebody get a jump but they win a fight? That was that, because the 3rd sister, she was crazy enough, she married to a girl now. Crazy enough. But yeah. Then my mama tried to whoop me for that fight. I'm like, girl, you just want me to let my sister get jumped. What?
Everything is falling down for you.